Hello and welcome. Hi, my name is Kayla, and I'm here to tell you about my story of being sexually assaulted and raped by a man I met on a dating app. We all hear those stories, but nothing like that would ever happen to me. Ever. April 10th, 2021, I went out on a date with a guy that I met on Hinge, the Hinge dating app, who sexually assaulted me and raped me in his car within 20 minutes of getting into his car. These dating apps are scary. They're very scary. You have no idea who is on the other side of that screen. This guy told me everything I wanted to hear. He said all the right things, and he did all the right things, and I had no other choice but to trust him, and that there's good in everyone, and this didn't feel like it was going to be scary or traumatizing in any way. He knew what he was doing. The actual attack felt very rehearsed, and would not be surprised if he had more victims. The reason I am sharing this with you is to let you know that I believe you. I believe you. What happened was not something that I chose. I said no. I tried getting out of the car. And I feel guilty about it because I got into a car with somebody that I didn't know, and that this is somehow kind of a punishment that is like, you know better. You don't get in cars with people you don't know. You know better than that. And that this assault and rape was the consequence for getting into a car with somebody that I didn't know. I know that that is not logical. And I haven't quite gotten to the point where I actually believe that what happened was my fault. That if I had never gotten in the car, it wouldn't have happened. And April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And I think the most helpful thing that people have said to me is that this is on him. He made a choice. And believing that this is not my fault. I want you to know that if you have experienced this, that you are enough. You are not broken. This isn't your fault, what happened. And that's where I currently am. I am currently in, I'd say, completely numb. And it's hard not to think that if I just wouldn't have gotten into his car, it wouldn't have happened. There probably would have been another way. It might have happened on the second or third date. Who knows? What happened to you? Or me? What happened to me was not my fault. I'm smiling because I don't quite believe that yet. But again, to those of you who have struggled with this in any way, please know that you are not alone. That there are people who are here who can validate and believe you. That was my biggest fear. I know that this situation is very difficult to navigate for me. I get why it's happening. I believe you. The amount of messages that I have gotten after posting and their messages about, I had no idea this happened to you, or this has happened to me, and I had no idea you were going through this. It made me feel less alone. You are not damaged goods. You are enough. I believe you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will try to get to those and respond if you have any questions. I want this to be a safe space. And if you have experience with this, you are more than welcome. But let's validate that this happened. And it sucks. So please know that you're not alone. Let's get through this together. Have a good night.